Yo, Evan. Heaven, let me in, man. Like right now, come on. You know, heaven comes see me knocking on the door. They're like, nobody's here. Pretend we're not here. It's Million. Yeah, that happens a lot. Today, I'm going to feature for you something called Present Access to Heaven, written by Jonathan Brenneman, who is a friend of our ministry. He's also been on the podcast, the Heal the Sick podcast, DominionFire.com. And Jonathan is not only a friend of the show, he is also a missionary out in Brazil and has been there for quite some time. And he and I have had some discussions, some conversations. And when I told him about the project of spotlighting and featuring some books for our kingdom, he sent me an excerpt from this book called Present Access to Heaven, which I'm going to read for you in my golden radio voice right now. This is a part about passion plays, like where you see that they put on the plays about this time of year. And it reads, Christians need to be reminded again and again of the message of the gospel. Not because we need to get saved, again anytime we stumble, but because we need to hold fast to the truth of the gospel and let the revelation of God's love continue to transform us. When we do this, we learn to count ourselves as dead to sin and alive to righteousness. I played the part of Jesus in the Passion Play several times. It was difficult to look at all those people hating me and torturing me and say with love in my eyes, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It was hard to feel the depths of Christ's love for these people as I said this. But to be a good portrayal of Jesus in the skit, I had to try to feel the love that Jesus felt as he said this. Practicing again and again caused me to focus on the love that Christ showed as he died. It broke me and made my heart soft and tender. If there was any hardness or unforgiveness in me, it melted away. I saw again what God was really like. My revelation of his love became fresh all over again. I truly experienced a heavenly glory that no words could describe. I did not even want to speak for a time because I was so in awe of God's love. I remember once when my mother and sister also acted in the skit. They wept at the foot of the cross. It seemed so real that my little cousin thought the crucifixion was currently happening. She believed that they were torturing me and I was actually dying, and she was bawling. Everyone had to comfort her and explain to her that it was only a skit. Our emotions were deeply impacted with the extremity of what Jesus did. It wasn't just a story, it was a reality. Our mental understanding became more of a heart understanding. At the end of one Passion Play, I walked down the aisle of the church as the resurrected Jesus. I felt the love and the joy of the Lord explode from my heart. What Jesus had done was absolutely real to me. It seemed as if every cell of my body was filled with the life of God. I wanted nothing more than to represent this love that Jesus showed to others. It really did feel like my face was glowing. A little girl who was very dear to me was there. She was 4 or 5 years old and had been having stomach pain and feeling sick during the whole meeting. When she saw Jesus in the skit coming out of the grave in resurrection glory, she was instantly healed. God's love overwhelmed me all the more as I heard this little girl tell us what happened to her when she saw Jesus walking down the aisle with outstretched arms. This is why the gospel needs to be preached to Christians. In it is God's saving power for all who believe. Just as we first came to salvation through believing in the gospel, we experience the glorious present realities of salvation by continuing in the truth of the gospel. We experience heaven now by holding fast to the truth of the gospel. If we lack the present experience of God's power and presence, including the same peace, joy, and freedom from fear that are found in heaven, we must ask ourselves if we have held fast to the truth of the gospel. If not, we have been seduced into denying some of its realities without realizing it. Ooh, good book. Present Access to Heaven. Jonathan Brenneman, friend of the show, and go grab this book, and here's what I'd like you to do. Why don't you grab a copy of this book whenever you can, whenever you have the means to do so. Down in the comments, would you please leave your feedback on it? Would you please let us know If you got some revelation, if you visited heaven, or if you got anything along that line, would you please leave a comment below, talk about your experience, and share it with our community here. And in the meantime, check it out. Check out his website. If you'd like to know more, you can email me at info@dominionfire.com. I'll be happy to send information about him or the book, anything else you may need. And while you're here, if you'll please hit the thumbs up button on the video, hit the subscribe button. There's a little notification bell they put up there. If you click on that, you'll get notified whenever new vlog episodes get put out, including these reads that we're doing here for our friends in ministry. And definitely check out this book. Link is down below, also in the description, so you can get it directly if you want to. And we're going to see you next time here on the D-Fire vlog. Boom goes Yeshua. Thanks for being here. See you soon.